Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back with some more 12-12 AD feud today, and we have a glorious 1v1, but it's a nice little scenario battle. This is the beginning of a scenario that I'm going to be covering this week. It's a two-part scenario, and it is a battle between Wallachia and Croatia today. So it's going to be a Wallachian and Croatian scenario, obviously. Two factions we don't often see really in 12-12, so it's going to be really cool to see them in action, that is for sure. So yeah, if you're enjoying seeing 12-12 and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. But yes, it seems like Wallachia here is moving up this hill and is moving towards the Croatian position, so it's going to be really, really cool. I mean, it seems like Croatia is got the position, but it seems like Wallachia has the cavalry. We've got some Cumans here that are serving them today. I mean, it looks like they've also got some pretty good hybrid units that are like good with bows and with swords. Oh, we do have some Croatian cav here. Here we go. There are some Croatian heavy shock over here, but yeah, it's fairly balanced. We're going to see a nice charge going in here. Wallachia going in after some crossbows, taking on some militia crossbows, and they're going straight into some pole arms after that, so they have to be really careful they don't just overcharge. But yeah, ambush units have been revealed, they said. I don't know exactly who they were. Maybe they were more cavalry. Ah, they've got more boiari back there. Yes, for sure, they will be very, very handy. Now we've got spears coming forward, Pavis spears. But yeah, it seems like battle's going to calm down a little bit now. Cavalry's had its little bit of fun, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens in this one. And yeah, the next battle. So basically, most of these scenario battles will probably start with a skirmish battle like this, and then it goes to a siege. Is usually the next part. So I've got another one as well, which is based in the Middle East. I will probably be showing that one off as well. But yeah, I thought, you know, we've had a little bit of a break from 12-12. Let's bring it back. Let's do some more 12-12. I've missed it, and I certainly need to do some more 12-12 like battles and streams, because I know you guys really enjoy it. So, but yeah, we got some serfs coming up the hill now. I mean, these guys are going to clearly do a lot of damage. I always reckon the serfs of Wallachia have been fierce warriors and are feared across the world, and yeah, they're going to go straight up that hill now and take on the army of Croatia. I mean, what are the numbers like? Fairly even. It does say that Croatia just have like the balance of power slightly, maybe because their troops are like a bit more professional. I guess they don't have many serfs, but like that. You've got these Croatian communal nobles. They look pretty good. Like I said, we don't often see these factions, so I mean, I don't often know how good Croatia is. Also, doesn't help that I haven't played 12-12 in a little while, but yeah, Croatia seems like they can handle themselves, put it like that. They got like Pavi spears, like most European factions. They got decent halberds. What are they called? Morlach Hooked Spearmen. That's a cool name. Let's have a look at these guys. They look awesome. You can see the hooks on the spears. Yep, how they get their name. But yeah, also if you want to get involved in some 12-12 action, or whether just some general Total War stuff, and you're looking for battles, whether it's Attila, Rome 2, Napoleon, I fully recommend you come and join our Discord. The link is down below in the description. It's a really, really cool community where we've got going on, and yeah, it's definitely worth stopping by. Yeah, look at our general; it looks awesome in this light. Right on, boys. And they're gonna just sneak on. It looks like they're gonna go towards the general back here, which is supported by shock infantry. I mean, they can't actually see these guys, so I guess maybe they're just supporting the flank, combating these Cumans here. Seems like Wallachia kind of just gone into the forest and he's going to just hide himself here for a bit. I'm not sure really what the aim is. But there is also other cav over here. You can see we got boiari here. And these guys are going to obviously be able to flank in. And these guys have kept themselves pretty well hidden. Actually, they're not hidden anymore. They've got gold chevrons. Oh boy, they are going to be scary for sure. It seems like at the moment we're just seeing both sides kind of maneuver and reposition to get the correct angle that they want before they can attack. I mean, obviously Croatia wants to keep this high ground, and Wallachia is kind of like pushing up through these forests to try and also gain himself some high ground. You can kind of see that. You can see the Cumans are going to rush right across now. They're going to try and get into these forests, so then they can flank around the position. That is the idea, I think. So really, really smart there by Wallachia, to be fair. A small move like that is actually kind of endangered this Croatian position, because now they have a threat that they could be attacked behind, and it also means that swords now have to turn and face instead of like looking forward. But yeah, here we go. Looks like we're going to see Croatia with his heavy cav is going to rush down and hit these Cumans. The Cumans have no hope of winning this fight. I mean, they're light shock against heavy here. In they go, and you can see, yep, straight away losing decisively. They have numbers, I guess. Well, actually, they don't actually at all. I'm lying. But it really is, the cav can come in here, they can have a good chance of winning this. And also the shock infantry coming up and the general of Wallachia. That will be a really, really good combo there for Wallachia. There he is, the Croatian general, the Croatian king. I forgot what his name is actually. Is he called like the Ban of Croatia? Yeah, it's the Croatian Ban. Sounds a very strange name. Sounds like, no Croatia, you've been banned from Europe. Get out. Yeah, they're actually starting to lose, you know. He's heavy shock. They're about to get hammered and anviled in a moment. Yeah, there you go. In comes the general of Croatia. He's going to go, Wallachia, sorry, he's coming in. And then in comes the Boiari, and they're in real trouble now. Oh, look at this. Croatia's in a real rough position here. And, I mean, that's not good at all. I mean, over here, it seems like we're going to have, like, some sort of infantry fight. But the infantry are going to have to get a move on. It's an absolute mess in here. You can see the Croatian cav in the red. Getting sort of pinned down, getting surrounded. In comes the shock infantry. Yeah, these cold chevron light. They are light shocks. So I mean, they're going to be easy to kill with archers and stuff. But that doesn't really matter because they're really good at killing cav. That is literally the expertise of the shock infantry. You can see the boys here. Look at this. They're going to get their big old clubs. Whack them. Whack the horses. It's like whack-a-mole. There you go. They whack this horseman. And then in comes some pole arms though. Some hook spearmen are going to come in. Try and support the fight. We're going to see Pavy spears. The infantry fight is also just about to get underway as well. We're going to see the serfs going in against the communal nobles. Wow, look at that. Serfs versus nobles. This is like just a typical sort of medieval fight. The nobility just killing the peasantry in war. Yeah, these guys are going to do a pretty good job. I can't see the serfs winning this. And they have quite a lot of them in there, like a lot of serfs. So they may have a good chance. If I was Wallachia, I'd be trying to get cavalry out this fight now that the spears are joining. General here has somehow managed to sneak his way out, and he's still fighting Boiari. Is that really a smart idea? I don't know. It's risking the general going back in. I'm going to see more fresh Boiari basically coming up here. They've got most of their Cumans out actually, so that was really good of them. They've got their pole arms, their shock infantry still in there though. I mean, if I was the Cumans, yeah, I'd be starting to rush after archers because that's what they're really good at killing because they're light cavalry and they're really quick. But over here in the forest, it does seem like those serfs are starting to get cut down very, very quickly. Look at that, all bloodied up. There you go, General has died. How did he die? He died getting charged by that fresh Boiari. There you go, so that's not a good sign for Wallachia. You can see that military crossbow is starting to break, and that is obviously going to affect also other aspects of the fight. They seem to be doing okay here in this fight here. The cav needs to start doing lots of hard work. He needs to start going into arch units. Starts needs to hammer and anvil. Needs to do a lot of good work. And these foot Boiari here as well, they need to get into the fight. They're really good infantry as well as good archers. But they need to support their black peasants over here. I didn't even realize there's a difference between these guys and the serfs. Oh dear. They're not having a good time. Yeah, black peasants. What are the others then? Militia. Oh, we've got militia archers in combat. That's not good. They need to get out of combat. Yeah, well, I didn't realize there's a difference. Wallachia serfs are 2nd century. Well, these are 1st century. Not 1st century. 14th century versus 13th century. That's what I meant. Tier 1 and Tier 2. So they're getting cut down. Doesn't matter if they're Tier 1 or Tier 2. They're getting cut down by these pole arms. It's not a fight they really want to be in. The cav here for Wallachia is really going to have to try and turn it around. And they're routing archers here. They need to stay away from these Pavy spears. Yeah, so they need to get the archers to focus down these pole arms. Like these pole arms, medium pole arms, really, really vulnerable to being taken out. I mean, medium pole arms are just like, they're not well armored. I mean, they're fairly armored, but you know what? A few volleys and these guys are going to get cut down. They're not like really like plate armored pole arms like the 3rd century are. But you can see here serfs and stuff all breaking. This is the infantry's just no good. Also, like archers being in combat, that's not good by Wallachia. I mean, it's not really where I would have wanted to fight in a forest because it's hard to micro with all the like you can barely see the unit cards. But yeah, what we got here, we got like communal nobles 93 kills. I imagine these like hook spears 97. I don't want to know what these polearms are here. 213 these hooked spearmen have got. Wow. Yeah, these the cavalry's really got to turn itself around and start to get some kills. I mean, they're getting like 200 kills over here. They're doing really well. This one's got 17. That's not so great. Yeah, they're starting to run down archers. I mean, but these archers aren't really the main threat. They need to kill infantry. Like, they've not got much of it themselves. What we got here? So Mozneni, there's some like decent infantry for Wallachia. Actually, some trained infantry. I feel like that's kind of where they've been done dirty here is Wallachia. They've not really got much infantry, like good infantry. They got Mozneni, which is actually not too bad. They can hold their own. Certainly better than the serfs. But it's a bit late for them to turn up now. They need these footbowiari to go in potentially. And they got the shock as well. I guess it's something that Croatia didn't have either, is shock infantry. So I mean, I guess like they're even in certain ways also they had way more cav. Way more cav. I feel like they didn't really use their cav to their like full ability. I mean, they lured it in and got general killed, but then like the Cumans and that should have like gone and done hammer and anvils on that big cavalry fight that was like the polearm fight, which was kind of fighting the shock infantry. That's why I just thrown in the cav. The Cumans are a rough one to use because they are light cav. They kind of are they're tough to use anyway. They get themselves into combat and then they end up dying pretty quickly. General here needs to be careful though. He's getting charged by spears. These guys wavering though. Pavy spears are a really very vulnerable unit. Definitely easy to break. The general has to just go around now and he breaks that unit. And he turns the battle around a little bit more in his favour. I mean, they are quite a way behind. They are like 1,300 against 500. But they have cav. And I've seen cav units beat like armies this size. And they've got pretty good infantry as well. These footbowiari are elite. They just avoid the polearms. They're probably in with a chance. Oh, these Mozneni are breaking though. That's not good. And now look, you can see Wallachia is going to retreat. What's the cav doing up here? It's going to come down. If I was Croatia, I'd turn these archers around. They've got the spear shield, like the shield wall to protect them. Turn the archers around. Start shooting this cav here. That's what I'd be doing. But yeah, you can see the battle is turning in favour of Croatia. I mean, there's a good charge there into the communal nobles, but the spears are going to come rushing up. They're going to try and silence this general. How many kills he got now? He's on to 70s. Racking up the kills bit by bit. Do these archers to shoot down these hook spearmen. Keep shooting these spears down. You can see, look how armoured these guys are. And they got a shield on their back. They are so well armoured. Probably the best unit that Wallachia has. And they're going to run. I guess they need to keep away from the Pavy spears. They need to keep the two units more separated, so it's harder for Wallachia for Croatia just to charge them. Did he turn? Yeah, he has turned these guys. He's now shooting them, shooting the cav. So that's good. It's so bloodied up as this cav. It needs 378 kills. It's doing well. It can definitely I mean, there's two cav units here. It's easy. Just charge one at the spear and one goes round. Or not even do that, just both go round, and the spear can't protect the archer both ways. It's got that tough decision. But yeah, it seems like the bodyguard and the bowiari here are just about finished. And here we go, in goes the general. He's going to get nice flanking charges, these Pavy spears. They haven't set up properly, and in they go. They're just going to run those guys down. I'm surprised they didn't break. They were nearly breaking early. There they go, wavering. They may break. Is Wallachia going to make us a quick comeback? Oh no, the general has just died as he retreated from that combat. What a bad time. He died retreating from a wavering unit. That is awful. And the footbowiari are retreating. They should just stand their ground now that they've gone into combat. They're pretty good in combat, but now that they have no general, It's not looking good for Wallachia. They don't have the numbers. They don't have the general, so they have no morale. They're getting charged. I mean, they should just send these guys in instead of running them away. They can't. They don't get long enough chance now to support. They kind of got left at the back for too long. These guys should have been up in the front lines, helping their serf brothers. In they go. And there you go, the hook spears, they're going in, and that's kind of just going to pin them down now. I mean, these spears, look at that, they're still wavering. 130, so it's like, there's a good chance you can break Pavi spears this quickly, and there's another one here. So, and there's another one all the way up here, so there's a chance that they could have broken all these spears, and it could have turned the battle around. The cav is coming down here, though, the Boiari. It's going to try and get some rear charges. These swords also are losing, look at that. 150, and these hook spearmen are going to break as well. This could... If they held onto their general, these guys could have like held forever. These Boiari are tough to kill, as they're showing. They just need to get a rear charge, and these halberds are in trouble. They are winning though now. Winning and wavering. Imagine that combination. Here comes the Boiari. They're going to rush down, try and hit these pole arms, or maybe not. The general unit is now broken properly, so he's not coming anywhere, and the cav here is kind of getting shielded out by these hook spearmen. We're just going to make sure that they can't go around. I mean, if they were that desperate, just go around the left. Just go around the left and take out anything there, or go around the right. Even that, there's not a bad spot. We can see the swords now flanking. They're going to break these Boiari who are wavering. They should have retreated, these guys. They should have just retreated. I know I was saying just stop retreating, stand and fight, but don't fight pole arms, especially when you're not a pole arm unit. It's suicide. The cav here, what's he getting shot? Oh, he's getting shot by archers again. These archers over here, the small force that survived. Loose boys for Croatia. Fire your arrows. There you go. Got one. Now they're going to get the other one. And these elite cavalry are now just about to die. Real shame. Can they get a charge off? Maybe. Go on. Go on, Boiari. You can do it. The archer's just waiting at the top of this hill. Here we go. Are they going to break before they get to the archer line? No, though. They are going to make it. Nice charge. But the spears will go in now and probably break these. Oh, the Cumans are still alive? Oh my gosh, where have they been? This is a fresh unit of Cumans. And this has somehow survived. They need to be down here. What are they doing? Wallachia is like held on to units that it really should have been committing so much earlier. Like they've held on to those Cumans that are now going to break now at 63 men because of the army losses. But yeah, a close victory for Croatia. But Wallachia, I think, kind of like made it harder for himself because he held on to units that, you know, could have been handy. Like those Boiari and those Cumans. They would just like could have held on. Like they could have done some more stuff if they didn't hold them back. But yeah, well done to both sides. Dan, the TT, was playing as Croatia. He sent this replay in. Well done to Billy the Kid as well. He made it really tough for Dan. He had both had really good games. I mean, we got some pretty good kills here for the infantry of Croatia. As I expected, it was going to excel. It's better than Wallachia's. 331 kills with communal nobles. I mean, the others got like over 150 kills as well. Archer's getting 137. The cav not doing so well because it just got overwhelmed by Wallachia's mass cav. But yeah, they did pretty well in the end. Obviously, most of their archers kind of got run down, unfortunately. But yeah, Croatia will now go on and besiege Wallachia, I believe now. So that will be really fun to watch. So that will be coming out in the next few days. But we'll quickly have a look at Wallachia as well. 171 kills for their general before he died. That's not too bad, to be fair. Yeah, all these serfs and like peasants just did nothing. I mean, the shock infantry here as well, not doing that great. I mean, supported the cav fight, but then after that kind of just died. And then you got the Mozneni here, unfortunately only getting 20 odd kills, and that's the most elite sword unit they had. I mean, maybe bar these foot Boiari who are like pretty good hybrid units, both getting 70 kills. Definitely hope they were going to get more. And then you got the Cumans over here getting 82 kills, the best one, and then the Boiari here getting 378. It's a shame the other one couldn't get as many kills, because that could have maybe changed the battle. But yeah, well done to both players. It was a really good fight. I hope you guys did enjoy, and yeah, looking forward to the next part that will be coming out probably the next few days. But yeah, until then, bye for now.